Many travelers come to Canada for its stunning natural beauty and pristine wilderness. Nearly every landscape on Earth can be found within its borders, from desert to rainforest to high Arctic. Do you like to know what are the top 10 wonders in Canada? Let's go to the video to dig deeper. Niagara Falls, Ontario. Straddling the border between Canada and the United States, Niagara Falls churns 7,500 bathtubs worth of water over its brink every second, making it the world's second largest waterfall by volume. It's not as high as Angel Falls, nor as wide as Victoria Falls, but thanks to the Great Lakes that feed it, it's much wetter. Niagara Falls creates a constant mist, a deafening roar, and an eternal rainbow that shifts between the two countries. The spectacle is mesmerizing, and it's easy to understand why this wonder of nature has drawn daredevils, honeymooners, and tourists for the past 200 years. Banff National Park, Alberta. With alpine lakes as blue as Switzerland's and mountains to rival the Matterhorn, there's no need to travel to the Alps when you can have a Rocky Mountain high that makes you want to yodel in Canada. It's not just the scenery that conjures Switzerland, but Banff National Park's history too. Aurora Borealis, Manitoba. Galileo named the northern lights after Aurora, the goddess of the dawn, and Boreas, the wind of the north. They appear as a dream in the middle of the night, a kaleidoscope of phosphorescent green, yellow, pink, and magenta that shimmers and dances across the sky in what can only be described as nature's fireworks display. Though the Aurora Borealis can be seen in many northern countries, from Iceland to Russia, Churchill in Manitoba is considered one of the best places in the world to see the charged particles of light hitting the Earth's atmosphere, with best viewing between November and March. The Cabot Trail, Nova Scotia. Considered one of North America's most scenic drives, the Cabot Trail winds 298 kilometers around Cape Breton and island off the coast of Nova Scotia. It rolls over rounded hills and through lush valleys and Cape Breton Highlands National Park, often hugging the coast with dramatic views of the Atlantic Ocean and rugged beaches below. Great Bear Rainforest, BC. You won't find any anacondas creeping through the undergrowth here, but you may stumble across slugs the size of chocolate bars in the Great Bear Rainforest, also called the Amazon of the North. This 21 million acre protected coastal temperate rainforest in northern BC vows with 1,000-year-old western red cedars, glacier-cut fjords, and rare sightings of the cream-colored Kermode bear or spirit bear, which is actually a black bear with a recessive gene that turns its coat almost white. The Northwest Passage, Nunavut. History and mystique merge along the dramatic waters of the Northwest Passage. For centuries, this fabled route, which connects the Atlantic and Pacific Oceans through the Arctic Ocean above Canada, attracted explorers looking for a shortcut to the riches in Eastern Asia. For modern voyagers, there's plenty to discover along this frozen realm, which its glaciers, scenic fjords and inlets, ice caves, rocky spires and drifting icebergs. The ice-strewn waters are home to thick-billed murres, ivory gulls, beluga and bowhead whales. You may even spot a narwhal, the unicorn of the sea. Columbia Icefields, Alberta. Glacier-capped peaks are strung like pearls along the length of the Icefields Parkway, a 232 km drive between Lake Louise and Jasper that passes through 2 national parks in the Canadian Rockies. The stars of the drive are, of course, the Columbia Icefields, an enormous glacial ice cap whose frozen blue tongues lick down between the rocky spires and are easily accessible from the road. It's the world's largest collection of glaciers. There are more than 100 south of the Arctic Circle. Nahanni National Park Reserve, Northwest Territories. From the top of the Ram Plateau, a table of dolomite rock surrounded by the Mackenzie Mountains, you'd be forgiven for thinking you were in the Grand Canyon. Here in Nahanni National Park Reserve, one of Canada's UNESCO World Heritage Sites, the earth gives way to a serious plunge in canyons hemmed in by eroded buttes and mesas that look eerily like the American Southwest. Gros National Park, Newfoundland. One of Canada's most iconic views is from the top of Western Brook Pond Fjord in Newfoundland. Gazing out, you'll see flat-topped mountains slope into green-robed cliffs that dramatically meet the sea. It looks just like Trolltunga, Norway's Instagrammable fjord, minus the rock outcrop for dangerous selfies and the grueling 12-hour hike to get there. In Gros, named for the province's second highest peak, the views are a little more accessible. Canadian Badlands, Alberta. Near Drumheller, flat prairie abruptly gives way to a surreal landscape of erosion-cowed valleys called coulees and whimsical, capped rock formations called hoodoos. The region is known as the Badlands, so named by French trappers who stumbled across similar geography in South Dakota and found themselves lost in dead-end box canyons. They began referring to that area as Mauvaise Terrace a Traverser, which translates to Badlands to cross. The name stuck. In this video, we brought you Canada's top 10 natural wonders. If you got this video helpful, please give a thumbs up to the video. Don't forget to share this with your friends. Subscribe the channel for more important videos like this. Thanks for watching.